Take a legal deep dive into this case that has gripped the nation. Joining me now is criminal defense attorney Hector Diaz of Diaz Law. Hector, let's dissect the little that we do know and seen and have, right? You saw the tent that they put up in front of Nancy's home. What do you make of what they were doing with the inside that tent?
They are, from other cases that I've worked on
Right.
in terms, and I've handled, defending these kidnapping types cases, they're doing a 3D scan of that entryway is what they're doing, so that they can then put it into some kind of a computer system and basically be able to figure out the height of the area. And then they're bringing in, say, a measuring stick to be able to kind of gauge the height of the person, the weight of the person. There's a lot of information that analysts, that FBI analysts are going to be able to then take from these, photos from computer-run scans that they're going to do of the outside of the house, the inside of the house, and get a lot of information.
Talk about the glove that was found.
That might be significant. They picked it up. We know that he was wearing, from the videos that we've seen, some kind of gloves that he had, and they're going to look and see if they can extract any DNA, right? They're going to run it through the national databases to see if this person is on any kind of national, database for prior criminal offenses. But they're also going to probably run it through genealogy, right? They're going to run it through those databases to see if he's a match for some other family member and be able to pursue those leads as well.
Okay, we know that, they've expanded the search, right? But again, law enforcement being very, keeping their cards close to their vest.
For sure.
What do you think, based on your experiences with other criminal cases and trying to find a kidnapper, what do authorities do? How are they looking for these clues? What are they looking at?
One thing that we haven't heard a whole lot about is the cell phone, the electronic evidence. There are cell phone towers all over. I mean, you drive around different neighborhoods and you don't really see them, right? They're just hidden, but they're there. And so what law enforcement is likely doing is trying to get a cell phone tower net over who would have been in that neighborhood. Based on their cell phone. They're able to tell phone numbers, they're able to tell a lot of information. And it's not as accurate, you can't pinpoint just on the house,
right?
But you're able to throw over kind of a quadrant. And then if you know the height, the weight of the person, some other demographics, their address, you might be able to get some information about who was there. Is there a match to this kind of person, right? They're going to be looking also, the other thing is cell phone surveillance videos at different places. We heard this other gentleman, law enforcement person, talk about, this person is likely to have made mistakes. I don't think he's a pro. I think this is somebody who's well in over his head. He may have stopped somewhere to get gas.
And they did actually look at a convenience store that was nearby and other nearby stores.
They're going to look at everything, and they're going to throw that net out now wider.
Okay. All right, Hector, thank you.